Hey guys, in this episode of Man Cave, I'm going to be showing you guys how to deal with that pesky check engine light. Alright, the check engine light, it's that annoying little warning or light that shows on your instrument cluster on your dashboard. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It's that light that tells you that there is something wrong, and as the name implies, you need to check your engine. How does the check engine light work? Well, basically it's the OBD system, OBD being the onboard diagnostic system, talking to the ECU or the engine control unit. Since the early 90s or mid 90s all the way to today, vehicles have to be OBD2 compliant, meaning they have to have an onboard diagnostic system which allows you to sort of plug into your vehicle and diagnose what the problem is. Basically, the system allows your ECU and the OBD2 system to sort of chat to each other, talk to each other, and take note of any errors or irregularities with the way your vehicle is running, whether it's an engine problem, an oil pressure problem, a transmission problem, a powertrain problem. It all gets logged and listed on your ECU as error code. So whenever there's a problem with the engine, you will get a check engine code. Now this is good because it tells you that there's a problem that you need to deal with. The downside is it also logs every single problem that it actually takes note of. So on bikes like mine, which is the Yamaha XSR900, these bikes are notorious for throwing you a check engine light for the smallest of problems. This is the XSR900, related models like the MT-09, FZ-09 like it's known in the States, XSR900, MT-07. All of these bikes are known to give you a check engine light for the smallest problems. It might be something like you started the bike, put it into first gear while the side stand was still on. If you do that often enough, it'll give you the dreaded check engine light. And basically, it's little problems like that you don't want to bother taking your bike to the dealer for. You don't want to bring your car to the casa and get it checked if it's a small problem that you can actually deal with. And that is where a tool like this comes in. This is an OBD2 scanner. This is a very inexpensive home mechanic model that I picked up online, 700 or 800 pesos. It's obviously pretty low end, but it'll get the job done for what I need it to do. There are obviously higher end models for more professional mechanics. Now this is the scanner itself. It comes with a standard 16-pin OBD2 plug connector, which will work on most cars. However, I'm working on a bike today, so I needed to get a Yamaha 4-pin adapter to OBD 16-pin adapter plugs so that I'll be able to plug in and diagnose the problem. So basically, I'm just gonna get rid of that check engine light, which I know was caused by me changing out my tires earlier and making the mistake of spinning the tires or spinning the wheels while the ABS sensors weren't properly aligned yet. I have since, of course, put the bike together and have properly aligned those ABS sensors, and the system now works flawlessly, except I am now stuck with that pesky check engine light, and I don't want to bother taking the bike out to a dealer to get it erased. But I do want to have the light able to come on and alert me if there is an actual problem later on down the road. So I'm going to deal with that check engine light myself, and I'm going to show you how. So let's head out to the garage and get to work. Right, here we are outside. Oh geez, there's an absolute shit ton of wind noise coming in. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it, but I can show you how this is done. Now, first you have to locate the service plug on the Yamaha XSR or MT-09. You need to pop off the seat. You'll find that service plug right over here. Now, this is the plug over here, and it's got a little cover on it, so we just undo that cover and expose the service plug. You grab your Yamaha 4-pin to 16-pin OBD adapter, and we're going to plug the Yamaha plug in. And now we have the OBD2 16-pin, and we're going to connect our OBD scanner to that. Alright, now the scanner is now booting up. I'm going to actually turn on the bike. I'm not going to run the bike. I've got the bike turned on now. I'm not running the bike, it's just on. I can see the check engine light is there. And now I am going to ask the OBD scanner to scan what the problem was. So it's going through its setup. Linking to vehicle, it says. system status, codes found 1. It's found a error code. Let's find out what that code is. It's a P2158 error. That is a generic error, vehicle speed sensor. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's a problem with the ABS that I was talking about earlier. So let's move on. Let's erase all trouble codes. Yes. Erasing the code. And now the check engine light is off. And I think we have successfully dealt with the problem. It's gone. All right, I've just turned the bike on and off just to confirm the check engine light is now off. OBD scanner has done its job. All right, we're back in the workshop, and as you saw, it was a 2 to 3 minute job tops. All right, we took care of that check engine light for a known problem. So I want to remind you guys that the process we went through is actually scanning for what that problem code was or what that error code was, and we erased that error code because we knew what that problem is. Going through this process will not cure what caused the error code in the first place. That's still something that you need to deal with yourself, but at least it gives you the opportunity to find out what that problem was and see if it's something a home mechanic like yourself can deal with. In my case, it was something very simple. I knew what the problem was, and all I needed to do was erase that engine code. I hope you guys learned something new. See you at the next episode of Man Cave.